Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the StarLog, your source for information on the MMORPG Wildstar. In this episode, we're talking about a playable race of the Exile faction, the Mordesh. But first, here's the intro.
Rush Gaming.
In 1578 AE, Victor Lazarin, widely acknowledged as the greatest alchemist in Grismerian history, announced his creation of the Everlife Elixir, a substance he claimed granted immortality. The Mordesh were convinced of Lazarin's brilliance, and the elixir was distributed worldwide. Yet, cries of rejoicing turned to moans of despair. The elixir eventually became unstable, leading to necromantic physical degradation coupled with the mindless, cannibalistic rage. It is said that in the contagion's first outbreaks, the casualties mounted too swiftly to be measured. The only certainty was that a civilization of billions lay within a hair's breadth of extinction after just a few weeks. The Dominion's response was a brutal and uncompromising quarantine, while below the Mordesh suffered and perished. While almost falling into the contagion's madness himself, Lazarin created a vaccine known as the Vitalis Serum. Despite failing to cure the disease, the serum suppressed its psychological symptoms and saved the few remaining Mordesh survivors. Honestly, I knew from the very moment Carbine teased at a new playable race that it was going to be some version of the undead, and for good reason. The undead have become somewhat of a necessity when it comes to our MMOs. In fact, any RPG ever that lacks some form of the undying seems to lose points in the believability of the world. It's a weird thing to say, but true for the most part. Almost every fantasy world has an undead version. D&D has zombies, Skyrim has draugrs, hell, The Witcher's got tons of them, from the Neckers to the Wraiths. All I'm saying is that for a fantasy setting, and yes, Wildstar still has elements that make it one, having the undead is a must. And so I'm glad to see them drop in on Wildstar, but just because I like it doesn't mean that you do. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that's all for this episode. Rush here, signing out.